Hey, Neil Rice here with Startup University, and in this video, I want to talk to you about an American broadcast company that lost tens of millions of dollars to a cybersecurity issue, a ransomware attack. And then we're going to talk about how that applies to you as a new business owner. Now, before we do that, if you don't know me, I'm Neil Rice. I'm a business attorney who's helped over 1,000 people start, buy, build, grow their business. I want to do the same for you through Startup U. Let's get into it. There's this American broadcast company called Sinclair Broadcasting, pretty big company. And what they do is they have certain broadcasting stations that they own or manage all across North America. And so they're putting out content and shows and so forth that is reaching their viewers. And so they're eventually getting eyeballs on their content. And the way most broadcasting companies make money is they sell access to those eyeballs. So they have companies that are paying them literally millions of dollars to access advertising for these eyeballs that Sinclair Broadcasting reaches. So that's what's happening, and that's how Sinclair Broadcasting is making their money. And so what had happened is there's actually a fairly well-known hacker out there. I don't think anybody knows who this actually is, but this hacker is referred to as Evil Corp. What a name. So this Evil Corp hacker actually hacks into Sinclair Broadcasting and takes control of their broadcasting capabilities, thereby cutting off Sinclair's ability to reach these eyeballs and sell advertising to their customers and make millions of dollars. So Sinclair Broadcasting is shut down by this hacker. And every day that this shutdown keeps going, more money is lost. Ultimately, the losses exceeded $40 million. Now, this is a big deal. So thankfully for Sinclair, they actually had invested in cybersecurity insurance. So they had, it appears to me that they had stacked as many as 5 different policies for cybersecurity insurance. So they recognize that cybersecurity is a big deal and they insured over that issue. Now, here's where I want to take this and translate it to you and your world. Most people, when they start up a new business, they know that, hey, you probably should have an LLC. As I teach in Startup U, if you start a new business, I want you to start an LLC right away. And then most people do understand they need some kind of insurance to protect that company that they're building. And so the starting point would be liability protection, liability insurance, I should say. That's the norm, and it usually starts at $1 million in coverage. And so that policy will cover things like a personal injury that occurs because of some business that you're doing, or it would cover property damage typically. So some kind of property damage that occurs related to your business, that policy is going to cover those things. But a general liability policy, which is what most companies start with, typically is not going to cover some kind of cybersecurity issue. Now, I don't want you to think that because you're a small company or you're just starting out, that you are immune from these attacks. I am personally aware of clients of mine, small businesses that have been hit hard by ransomware attacks and the like. So don't think that just because you're small or you're new, you're immune from this issue. So I want you to look and see if you think you should have cybersecurity insurance. So a couple reasons why you might. Number one, if you are requiring or leaning on technology to get your product out to the marketplace, just like Sinclair was leaning on its broadcast technology to get its product out to its viewers. If your company is relying on technology in that way, then you are definitely susceptible to a hacker. They can get in, take control of that technology, and now you're no longer able to do business, you're losing money. Second thing would be if you're storing personal or highly sensitive information of your clients or customers and so forth, then yeah, you want to be really careful. You want to assess what kind of security structure you have in place, and you want to look at cyber insurance. Cyber insurance typically is going to pay for an interruption in business. So if you, like happened here with Sinclair, they were unable to do business. And so the policy may cover some of that. It's going to cover the actual costs for repairing the issues and rebuilding your ability to do business. So if any of those things sound familiar to you, you should be looking at cybersecurity, cyber insurance. A simple liability insurance policy is good to have. You must have it, but it may not be enough. Do you like what you hear? If so, I'd love for you to check out my course, Startup University, where I help people go from timidity and uncertainty to confident, bold action with their business. And that's what I'd like to do for you. Check out the link in the description below. Sign up for a free consultation with me, you and me. I'd love to hear what is your biggest concern around your business. I'm happy to help you think through that at Startup U. Remember this, there is life-changing power in a good business. You've got this. I'm right here with you. Let's go.